Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. So happy to be back with another video. As you can see, we are in a cozy set and I'm using my blanket today. It is a bit chilly even though the sun's out. Do not be fooled. I'm coming to you with such an exciting video. Ever since 2026 started, I've literally dedicated my wardrobe to wanting to be more smart with my money and the clothes that I buy, wanting to start to save money and buy clothes that I will use a couple years from now. I've stopped following the trends and I've started to actually follow what saves me money in the long run and what is timeless and what makes the most sense, because one thing about trends, they're always gonna die, and I'm so tired of losing my money because I bought something for a trend which is no longer a trend and I only wore it like 2-3 times. Like, I am not doing that anymore, and that is exactly what I'm going to be talking about today, because I feel like it's only right to actually talk about it. Last year I was a chic baddie, but 2026 I was like, what's one way I can start to be more smart with my money? And I realized I was losing a lot of money on bad clothing. We're going to talk about that today. If you've never seen my face before, I'm Nia. I would love to have you to the channel, so make sure you like, comment and subscribe. So I have got my iPad here because I've written all these gems down as always. First tip I've got written down is to start buying 100% polyester clothing. Polyester, obviously, as we all know, is one of the main kind of fabrics in clothing. However, they don't last long, and in the long run you're actually wasting money, and if anything it's actually costing you more money. Another reason why I steered away from it is because polyester clothing traps heat, especially in this time of year that we're in. I love clothing that is lightweight, lets air in, lets air out, etc. I do not like clothes that trap heat. And another thing about polyester clothing, it looks cheap as well. After you wash it, it just looks cheap, and that's the one thing I've noticed with my clothing too. All those clothes that I bought from Shein last year, obviously they had to go in the wash once I wore them. When it came out of the wash, the material started going bad. It was just a waste of money overall. So one tip I'm going to give, because I know it's really hard to find clothes that are all not polyester clothing, if you're the type of person who maybe doesn't have enough money, because not everyone's got enough money to afford more expensive brands, if you were going to buy clothes that are polyester, make sure it's not 100% polyester. That is another good way to balance your clothes as well, balance your money and also balance your fashion. If you're going to buy clothes that have polyester in it, look for anything under 50%. You want to be able to have breathable materials that you're wearing, and you also want to be able to get good use of your money that you're spending on these clothes. Tip number 2 is to invest in your basics. Basics is one of those things that you need for like a capsule wardrobe, or like a staples wardrobe. Everyone needs staples in their wardrobes, and everyone needs a capsule wardrobe. Why? Because a staple is something you're always going to wear. Yes, it's more expensive up front, but in the long run you're saving money on tank tops, black tees, white tees. Those are clothes that we're always going to need. We're always going to need a plain black top, we're always going to need a plain white top, we're always going to need a tank top during the summer. Focus on the amount of product usage you will get out of the product than the price. I know that's really hard. It's even a shock for me to say it, that like, you know, focus on the product usage instead of the price, but no, seriously, because last year I would have said focus on the price, but this year So if you go to Primark and buy a plain white top for £10, but then you're only gonna get a wear out of it 3 times, versus if you were to buy a £60 plain white top that you're gonna wear over 60 times, no matter how many times you wash it, the quality is still there, the durability is still there. Where are you actually saving money and where are you losing money? You're losing money on buying the £15 or the £10 top when you could have just bought the £60 top to begin with. If you buy a cheap top, you only get to wear it 3 times, because after you put it in the wash the first time, the quality is gone. You've actually just lost money. Focus on product usage. We're always going to need a plain white top. It goes with anything. You could pair a white top with jeans, skirts, leggings, joggers. You're always going to need that kind of top. Number 3 is to learn your fabric labels. Now, this is something that not a lot of people know, so this applies to anyone, whether you thrift, whether you online shop, whether you in-person shop. I'm an online shopper. One thing about me, I hate walking around the shops. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I ain't got the time, I ain't got the energy, and I haven't got the motivation. I'm sorry. So when I'm online shopping, always look at the product description. Every single website, every single product, under the product, it's got some sort of like product care or product description. Always click on that and check the labels of the clothing. If it's 100% polyester, I click off straight away. If it's 50% polyester and 50% of another material, I click off straight away, because 50% polyester is still a bit too much for me. When it comes to fabrics, always focus on cotton, linen, viscose. Well, there are other good materials, but those are the 4 main. Especially cotton is so breathable, lasts long, the durability is there. Viscose is another one of my favorites. I recently bought a blazer from Zara that is viscose material. Chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. Learn your fabric labels, whether you're thrifting, whether you're in-person shopping, whether it's online shopping. Make sure you always look at the label. Never just buy something because it's cute. That's a mindset that I've left now. If I'm scrolling on TikTok and someone is doing a PLT haul, for example, if I see something that's really cute and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to buy that, I'll go onto PLT, I'll check it myself, I look at the product care. If it's 100% polyester, you've lost me. Sorry, not doing it. Tip number 4 is to always check the movement or the stretch of a product. Always do like a stretch test. I love me lightweight clothes. I get hot really easily, I sweat really easily, so anything to avoid that is what I'm going to do, and clothing is really important for that. So especially during this time of year, I don't like heavy clothing. I love me some lightweight clothing. Lightweight jeans, a stretchy jeans, off-shoulder tops, like something that can just fall off the shoulder. I can move it however I want to. That's one thing about buying clothes that are nice and stretchy and really lightweight. They're adjustable. I I love adjustable clothing. I love being able to adjust something to my body. Even this top that I'm wearing now, okay, this is a cord. Let me show you the back of it. The back of it is adjustable. As you can see, you've got these things here, and it basically helps you adjust this. So I can tie this way tighter to me for it to fit me cinched in. You're not going to really see the top of that well because I'm sitting down, but that is basically what I mean. This is for people that sweat really easily. I always recommend never wear tops that are too close to your armpits. As a person who grew up sweating a lot, it makes me sweat more because I've got something like so tight to my armpits. I love wearing things that let my armpits breathe, and this is why when I do a stretch test, it lets me know, okay, this material is stretchy. Right, this one is probably my favorite one ever. Build your color palette. This is really, really important. Biggest mistake that people make when it comes to fashion or buying clothes is the fact that nothing stays a trend for too long and things date fast. One thing that fashion brands do is that when something goes viral, they will make a lot of it fast. And when I say fast, that means polyester clothing. They will make that product really, really cheap. Why? Because a brand will not invest good material into a trendy product because they themselves know that trends die and that you will only probably get 3-4 wear out of it before that trend is dead. So make sure you're adding clothes to your wardrobe that are actually valuable, things that are timeless, things you can wear again and again. Make sure you're buying clothes that you can wear in autumn, summer, winter, spring. If you're a person that just wears any color, you're doing it all wrong. You need to find what your undertone is. Find what colors suit you and go from there. The easiest way to do that is by using ChatGPT. I personally, I'm going to put it on the screen, but I sent a picture of myself to ChatGPT. I asked it to analyze my undertone and I asked it what colors suit me best. ChatGPT gave me an answer. It said red, emerald, green, burgundy looks really good on me apparently, rusty orange, yellow, and every single time I shop, I'm keeping in mind what colors suit me best. I'm not going to be out here buying pink just because it's cute. No, I want pieces that are timeless. When I say timeless, I'm not just talking about the duration of how long I can wear it, but I'm also talking about how long will this suit me. Can I wear this when I'm 25 years old? Will it still look good? Like, that's what I'm paying attention to. White, black, red, yellow, beige, brown, those are the colors that are always going to look good on me. So that is what I'm looking for in my fashion. You need to do the exact same thing. What colors suit your undertone? What colors make your skin color pop? A lot of colors can wash us out. For example, charcoal. I know this is a really random color, but I've got a tracksuit from Kaya the Label and it's like a really dark grey, like dark grey charcoal kind of color. Every single time I wear that, it washes me out. I do still really, really love it, but it washes me out. Let's not buy colors that wash us out. We want colors to add to our glow, add to the way we look. In 2024, I got this hairstyle for Christmas. It was like a burgundy kind of dark red kind of wig. Why did I get that hairstyle? Because I knew red was my color. When I tell you, I have never gotten so many compliments on a hairstyle in my entire 20 years of being on this planet. Red is my color. When I wear red, whether it's my hair, my clothes, I get complimented a lot. Fun fact, this is actually really random, but this hairstyle is actually how my now current boyfriend actually approached me. Me and my boyfriend met in a coach station, long story short. He approached me by complimenting my hair. He said, oh, I really like your hair. A year later, we're still together. I got a promise ring on my finger. When I tell you wear the colors that suit you, I'm not lying, because I met my partner just based off the fact that I wore a color that suit me. I was wearing a bright red wig. You couldn't miss me if you tried. He came up to me, he complimented me. It just went from there, okay? It just went from there. And another thing I really want to add to color palettes, regardless of what your color palette is, also make sure you add neutrals. You're always going to need neutrals, okay? So white, black, grey, those are the type of colors that go with anything and they're timeless. Figure out your color palette, but also make sure you have those colors in your wardrobe as well. And the final tip I've got for this video is where to shop. Obviously, I've given you a lot of tips. You're probably wondering, well, where should I shop then, Nia? I've got a few places, okay? I've got a few. So recently I've just done like a big spring summer fashion order. So I have genuinely got a lot of places to recommend. First up being Zara. Now, before you say anything, I know Zara is fast fashion. Trust me, I know. However, like I said earlier in this video, I hope you guys were listening, check the product labels. If you check the product labels, I promise you, even if you buy from fast fashion, you were able to get pieces that will last you years. I did a big Zara order and all of those pieces that I bought from Zara were either cotton, linen or viscose. As long as you check your labels, you are perfectly fine. So Zara is a place I'm going to recommend. I also love Bershka. Bershka is really, really good place, especially for holiday shopping. Remember, check all your product labels in general. Obviously, have to say ASOS. ASOS is amazing. ASOS is really, really good for basics as well. Another place I love, H&M. H&M is really, really good, especially for all my girls that love dressing modest. In the past, I saw H&M like a kids kind of site, you know? When you think of H&M, you also think of like a kids kind of like shopping kind of like place to shop for, but no, H&M in the recent years have done really, really well. Like, I love H&M. Like I said, really, really good if you're into corporate fashion. Another place I'm going to recommend, especially during the winter and autumn time of year, is Sisters and Seekers. If you're looking for some good hoodies, like some good quality hoodies that will last you years, Sisters and Seekers is definitely the place to be. The quality of their hoodies is actually insane. White Fox, it goes without saying, I love White Fox as well. White Fox, genuinely, I love White Fox. It's so expensive on there. Like a pair of jeans on there is £60, but as I touched on earlier in this video, sometimes you just have to buy nice, or you're gonna have to buy twice, okay? Another place I recommend, now this one is something that's not really heard of as much, but Halara. I love Halara. Their pieces are absolutely insane. When it comes to their jeans, no one does it like them. Their jeans are so lightweight, so stretchy. A pair of jeans on there is like £44, really expensive like I said, but we have to think about product usage instead of price nowadays. So that is basically the video done. Let me know if you guys have any questions, but I really hope that this gave you an insight to what you should look for and what you should know. Also, when it comes to money, like in 2026, I'm being really intentional with my money. I like to know where it's going. I definitely don't want it to go to clothes that are only gonna last me a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. If you have any questions, be free to comment down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, do give it a big likes and a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel because I would love to have you here. Hello girl, hello, come join me. What's your name? My name's Nia. Comment down below your name, okay? I would love to get to know you and for you to be here, okay? Also go connect with me on TikTok and Instagram. I post a lot more content over there, and I'm trying to grow my platforms as well. And if you enjoyed this video, YouTube suggests that you'll like the next one. Bye guys.